What's good, everybody? So it's Composition MC that writes fiction back at it with another reaction. We got I would say a new format, but I think that I've done, compilations before, but now I'm just trying to get more of like videos I've seen for the week that make me want to spark a conversation. So I've compiled a few videos, let me know what y'all think. If there's certain subject matters or themes that you're wanting, me to kind of look at. But this is going to be like a mixed bag. So definitely have fun. And personally, that's kind of how I want to do it. I don't know if I want to particularly have them themed out or if it's just the accumulation of videos that I see and just giving my thoughts. So I try to pick things that will promote some sort of conversation in the comments, something to where we can talk and different things like that. So let me know if y'all like this format. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 10K. All right, so this first one is a video or a creator that I watch a lot, Caleb Hammer, and he does this thing called financial audit. And he's interviewing it's a military wife cheated while on deployment. And it's interesting because people are very, very interested. It's interested how much finances and relationships or your type of relationships kind of play hand in hand. So y'all check this out. I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts and different things afterwards. But yeah, let's get it.
Every time we have lesbians on this show, they all cheat on each other. What is happening?
I had reasons.
What was your reason?
I was activated with the military, so I was gone for a long time. I was on mission, and I needed her support, and she couldn't give it to me. So I found it somewhere else.
Come on.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
not fair.
I'm confused at why that equals you go someone else, though.
You're supposed to be there for your fucking wife, and she wasn't.
Could she have been?
Yes, I was only 8 hours away.
Only
Okay.
8 hours.
So she could-
Okay. So Caleb's, I mean, because I picked this clip because she is an avatar for people's thinking in a lot of different ways, whether on their financial spending, which again, the financial choices and the choices you make in your personal life or relationship, they're all connected, so it's to me, I'm looking at this and her reasoning is, and again, they're married. She cheated on her. Her reason was she was employed, needed X, Y, and Z. Where are your hobbies? A lot of times I be sitting here and thinking about these different things, or again, not just hobbies, but what else are you doing with your time? People complain about not having enough time in the day. So you're already working, and I get it. The whole support type of thing, we have technology nowadays. Phone calls, freaking FaceTime. There's ways that it to me it sounds like an excuse. It sounds like an excuse because, and again, she's not the only one there. I've heard this line. It's a particular line of thinking, that when you really look at it, it makes no sense because it's just all like, okay, the whole 8 hours thing is wild because it's just like, okay, again, I get it, loneliness, different things like that, but there are ways to go about it if you really wanted to. There's from what I hear with her, there's a lack of discipline. There's a lack of several different things. And what's crazy is that's not her first marriage. I think this is her first marriage to a woman, but I think that she's been married this is her third time being married. And she has kids, from different things. And the reason I brought the kids up is that's gonna be something she brings up as another excuse, So it's crazy. Let me know what y'all think. Again, these videos are meant to spark dialogue. So whatever you hear that triggers you, and again, always keep it respectful. But again, whether it be the thoughts of her, him, the host, what I said, let me know in the comments.
Made the drive.
Did you tell her to?
Yes.
Okay, then why didn't you just break up and be done? Don't cheat.
Because she had my kids.
How many people you cheat on with?
Why does that matter?
Come on.
Yeah, why
How
is
many
that
people
relevant?
were you with?
One.
So that's a lie.
Okay. It literally doesn't matter.
I'm sure your current wife is gonna love this. And then she cheated on you because she learned you cheated on her?
Yes.
Were you cheating with women?
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, you don't know until you're out there. You
Don't
can't.
know what?
The loneliness and the camaraderie that you need, and
Then don't get married.
the support
If you're in that
you need
situation,
from people.
then don't get
this
married.
This is why military people get divorced, and we
you
have a
should
bad
have
rap.
instead of cheating. Yeah,
we
yours a
did.
bad rap. After you cheated with like 1,000 different
She
chicks.
cheated too. Let's not forget that. Two wrongs don't make a right.
Because
Two
you
wrongs
did.
don't make a right.
Because you did
It's
that.
still not okay.
No, it's not.
Okay, so so her thing is, what's so interesting sometimes about conversations is one person stating something does not negate as far as the other thing or the other action. It's almost seemed like she was trying to be like, but she cheated, and he's like, because she found out that you cheated. And then she's like, well, two wrongs don't make a right, and to be like her cheating back on her was some, like super, like it's almost trying to turn the blame on them. Like, the reason we're in this position is because you cheated. Yes, two wrongs do not make a right, but you opened that door because you decided to step out. But here we are, and we're not looking at the fact that you're cheating or that you did cheat. We're looking at the fact that I cheated because I found out that you cheated. So you want to address this instead of why I cheated, type of thing. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man.
I got quite a lot of comments on one of my last videos about how the Earth is actually only 6,000 years old.
Wait. I've heard this years ago from people, but I'm like, people really think that? Like, we have to use some sort of common sense here, man. 6,000 years or 2,000 years or 7,000, like, it always fascinates me when people just either don't research or the information that they receive, they feel is irrelevant to how they feel. Like, I don't know if you could, I'd be like, yeah, the sky is blue or whatever. And because you don't feel like the sky is blue, it's not blue type of thing. And it's just all like your feelings has nothing to do with reality. Like, you can feel that way, but the sky is blue, type of thing. So when people do this or flat earth or anything like that, it's like they find nuggets of truth and then they just run with it. They throw out all the other facts about it because they found this opposing thing that even when you break that down, it's just all like, but you still got to prove the point. So it always fascinates me when I hear people who really believe the earth is only a couple of thousand years old. Like, okay, so all the civilizations and the stuff we've been finding from 10, 20, 30, 50, 75, 300,000 plus years ago, all of that is just, I don't like, from another dimension? Like, I don't know.
I'm going to tell you how I know you're wrong, and in doing so, I think you're going to finally see why fake diamond rings are so much better than the real thing. Because there's this crystal, it's called zircon. It's naturally occurring, it's about 100 times cheaper than diamonds, even though they basically look the same. And you get it when molten lava solidifies into rocks. You get these sort of zircon crystals that sprinkle across the surface. But what is interesting about zircon is that there are some atoms, like uranium, that can get trapped in the structure when zircon forms. And then zircon acts like this little jail cell almost, like that the uranium is trapped in there forever unless you destroy the crystal. Anyway, back when the Earth was like this molten lava blob, the very beginning of our planet, there were some crystals of zircon that managed to trap some atoms of uranium inside them. But the thing is that uranium is like this very kind of fat, unwieldy atom, right? It's very unstable. And it has a habit of breaking apart into two small atoms of lead. This is called radioactive decay. Now, lead has no way of getting inside that zircon gel cell when it forms. So if you find lead inside zircon, the only way it got there was if it used to be uranium that has since decayed. Now, here's the clever bit, because we know precisely how often uranium decays into lead. So if you get a whole bunch of zircon, you count up how many atoms of uranium there are and how many atoms of lead there are, you can work backwards to find out exactly how long ago that crystal was formed. And that is exactly what scientists did. They found some really old zircon down in Australia that was formed at the beginning of the Earth. And they dated it, and that is how we know that the Earth is 4.4 billion years old.
Wow.
Now, I should add that gold, also part of your ring, it can't be created on Earth, right? It can only be formed inside the heart of a dying star or in a collision of two neutron stars. And it only gets here by hitching a ride on some cosmic object like an asteroid or a comet, probably billions of years ago too. And so if you give somebody a fake diamond ring, a zircon ring, you are literally handing them an ember of the history of our planet wrapped in some genuine glittering stardust. I mean, what could possibly be better than that?
Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by me. Hey, if you want to dive into new music, I have a catalog. Yeah, these are not singles, these are albums. But more recently this year, I did release an album called Tame Chaos. So you can listen, stream, download, purchase, all of that in the link in the description. And just, check it out, because I want to see if people are actually seeing this and going to the site. So anyways, wow. That is crazy though. So that's what I mean. Like, people will argue certain things. 4.4 billion years is way longer than a couple of thousand years ago. Now, that's what's crazy. If anything, I think it has more so to do with like not being able to fathom time. Like, they would feel like 6,000, 7,000 years is a long time ago, and it is. But in compared to the history of the Earth, that's not a lot. Like, we're talking 4.4 billion years old. That is a lot. So to be able to fathom how much has happened, you can't. So I guess maybe for some people, they just can't even see it, because it's just so, like, you can't fathom, because even within a 7,000 year period, there's a lot of legit human history and Earth history that has gone down, so that's what's so interesting. So I found this video interesting.